So far, the Biden administration, well, the president is saying the right things. I can't say the same for his State Department, taking down the tweets about, ceasefire repeatedly. But he's saying the right things. But that's today. And as you know, these things have a history of the United States runs out of patience for Israel's right to defend itself really quickly. I don't know whether these circumstances are going to extend the window. One would think it would extend the window somewhat. But how do you see this playing out?
Well, I mean, the first time that there was a major sort of assault from Gaza, the Bush administration was in power, and the amount of time that they were given was approximately 32 days. It's basically 32 days where America basically sat it out. The possibility that it's longer than that in light of the circumstances is probably greater. I mean, right now we know that there are American citizens who are currently being held hostage by Hamas. And apparently there are reports that America is deploying some Navy SEALs in an attempt to possibly get them out. I think that the window always is very short for Israel to do what it needs to do in these particular circumstances. You can see, I mean, there are entrenched forces that hate the state of Israel, that are anti-Semitic. The European Union yesterday considered the possibility of cutting off aid to the Palestinian Authority and Hamas in light of what's going on, which obviously is the correct move. And that was immediately shut down by multiple countries in the European Union. And so money will continue to flow to many of the same people who conducted these sorts of attacks. So, Israel does not have, and they know that they don't have an open-ended timeline, but it is going to take time. In fact, the open-ended timeline in some ways is what is going to guarantee the possibility of more careful use of human rights. And if you have, more time to do this, then it gives you more time to actually be pinpoint and exact about how you do things. The faster you do it, the sloppier it's going to be. Israel doesn't have a choice right now. The possibility of the end of this being Gaza being ruled in any way by Hamas or even any substitute Palestinian government is extremely low right now. I mean, no country worth its salt could allow that sort of thing.
The disgusting response from the so-called UN Human Rights Council. I mean, there's been a lot of bad responses. That one may take the cake. I saw you responding to it yesterday. Let's play it for the audience. What is it? SOT 8? Do we have it? Yeah, let's listen.
On behalf of the OIC member states, we express our deep concerns over the loss of innocent lives in the occupied Palestinian territory and elsewhere. Regrettably, this whole huge loss of lives and unabated violence is a sad reminder of more than 7 decades of illegal foreign occupation, aggression, and disrespect for the international law. Efforts to normalize and perpetuate illegal foreign occupation is breeding violence. We call on all parties to exercise restraint and honor their human rights obligations. In this context, the so-called declaration of war and attacks on civilian population and their properties is deeply distressing.
They actually held a moment of silence for the loss of innocent lives in Palestine, in the, quote, occupied Palestinian territory. That's where their focus was.
Well, it makes perfect sense. I mean, the UN is in general most isolated. It's a wretched hive of scum and villainy. It's literally just a conglomeration of some of the worst people on the planet. The number of countries that are absolute vicious human rights violators that are on the Human Rights Council is obviously like extremely, extremely high. You're talking about some of the worst countries on earth that are on the Human Rights Council. And so when they proclaim that they are very upset about the situation in the Palestinian areas without actively pointing out that it's Hamas that's literally violating the laws of war by hiding behind civilians and then ignoring, obviously, the issue of the day, which is the murder of 1,000 Israeli civilians for just vicious anti-Semitic reasons. They are what they are. I don't think anybody has expectations, but I think that what has been shown here is that all the masks are off, all the veils are off. If somehow you can't find moral clarity in this moment, then I don't know what to tell you. You're a fool. You're either a fool or something significantly worse.
Okay, let's talk candy. Goods Candies. They are a new sponsor and not your average chocolate shop. Nestled in a small town in rural Indiana, Goods Candies has been serving its community since the Great Depression. Goods Candies takes pride in its farmhouse-style, small batch production using only the finest premium ingredients. Trust me, when you bite into a Goods Candies creation, you will instantly taste the difference. This is a delicious candy. They have indulgent toffees, salted caramels, and all kinds of chocolates with unique cream centers like raspberry, maple, yum, mint, orange, to name just a few. Whatever your pleasure, it's there. Selecting your goodie bag is all part of the fun. They also do customized chocolate bars with your company logo on them or your family name or a message. Could be the perfect client gift or a holiday gift or hostess gift from you. It's unique and it's delicious, and it's a great way for your clients to think about you and your business, or your family and friends to think about you. For our viewers, they are offering a 20% discount when you use the promo code MK2023. While placing your order, the website is goodscandies.com and their email address is goodscandies@goodscandies.com. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.